The engines are roaring, the teams are fine-tuning their machines, and the world is holding its breath as Formula One prepares for what could be one of its most thrilling seasons ever. Every year, F1 delivers speed, drama, and fierce rivalries, but this season has an electrifying mix of new talent, championship battles, and unfinished rivalries that could reshape the future of the sport. The grid is no longer dominated by just one team or one driver. Young stars are emerging, former champions are plotting their comebacks, and an intense battle between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris is brewing into the rivalry of a generation. So, who will rise, who will fall, and who will shock the world? Buckle up, because this season is about to change everything. The next generation of F1. Young drivers ready to take over. Formula One is undergoing a major shift as a new wave of talent arrives, ready to challenge the established names. This season features some of the most exciting young drivers in recent memory, each with the potential to become the next big thing. 1. Oliver Bearman, the future of Ferrari. Ferrari has always had a legacy of legendary drivers, and Oliver Bearman could be their next superstar. At just 18 years old, Bearman has already dominated in junior categories, showing exceptional speed and racecraft. Ferrari is closely monitoring his progress, and if he impresses in F2, we could see him in a Ferrari seat much sooner than expected. Could he be the future of the prancing horse? 2. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Mercedes' next big star. Mercedes is preparing for the post-Hamilton era, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli might be the driver to lead them into the future. The young Italian has been compared to a young Lewis Hamilton due to his precision and raw speed. With Toto Wolff personally overseeing his development, Antonelli is a name every F1 fan should keep an eye on. 3. Ayumu Iwasa, Red Bull's new contender. Red Bull's junior program has produced champions like Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen, and Ayumu Iwasa might be next in line. The Japanese driver has a fearless approach to racing, often making daring overtakes and last-lap heroics. With the backing of Red Bull and Honda, Iwasa could break into F1 sooner than expected. 4. Théo Pourchaire, the next French F1 star. Alpine and other teams are keeping close tabs on Théo Pourchaire, the reigning Formula 2 champion who has shown incredible adaptability across different circuits. With France looking for its next great F1 driver, Pourchaire could soon land a seat, and if he does, expect fireworks on the track. The new generation is knocking on the door, and as they rise, they will inevitably challenge the established stars. And that brings us to one of the biggest rivalries developing in modern F1. Max Verstappen versus Lando Norris. Verstappen versus Norris. The rivalry that could define an era. Formula One is built on legendary rivalries. Senna versus Prost. Schumacher versus Häkkinen. Hamilton versus Rosberg. And now, a new battle is taking shape. Two of the sport's most talented and aggressive drivers are set to collide, and it could get ugly fast. Max Verstappen, the reigning king of F1. Max Verstappen has completely transformed the sport with his relentless aggression, dominance, and raw talent. Red Bull has given him the ultimate winning machine, and he has rewritten the record books with back-to-back championships and dominant seasons. Verstappen's fearless overtaking, combined with his ability to control races from the front, makes him the biggest threat on the grid. His dominance with Red Bull has forced every team to step up their game. And now, he faces a true challenger in Norris. Lando Norris, the challenger that won't back down. Lando Norris has evolved from a fun-loving, charismatic racer into a serious title contender. McLaren's resurgence has put him in the fight, and Norris is making it clear that he's not here to settle for podiums. He wants victories. In recent seasons, Norris has repeatedly gone wheel-to-wheel with Verstappen, proving that he is capable of matching his pace. Unlike Verstappen's early days, Norris has a more calculated approach, picking his battles wisely, but still willing to fight tooth and nail when needed. Why this rivalry is explosive. On-track clashes. Every time they fight on track, tensions rise. Norris has pushed Verstappen harder than most drivers, forcing him into defensive racing. Off-track mind games. Norris and Verstappen have a friendly relationship off the track, but as the stakes get higher, expect that friendship to turn into a fierce rivalry. McLaren's comeback. McLaren's major upgrades have put them in Red Bull's rearview mirror, meaning Norris now has the car to seriously challenge Verstappen. If McLaren keeps closing the gap, we could be witnessing the birth of one of F1's greatest rivalries. Could this be the season where Norris dethrones Verstappen, or will Max continue his reign? Other key storylines that will shape the season. This season isn't just about young talent and rivalries. There are other massive storylines that will make every race a must-watch. Lewis Hamilton's quest for an 8th title. Mercedes is desperate to give Hamilton a car worthy of a championship fight, and if they succeed, he could make history by becoming the first ever 8-time world champion. If Hamilton is in the mix, expect Verstappen and Norris to face a 3-way title war. Ferrari's redemption arc. After years of strategic mistakes and missed opportunities, Ferrari is hungry for a title. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz have the talent, but does Ferrari have the technical edge to bring the fight to Red Bull and McLaren? Fernando Alonso and Aston Martin. The ultimate dark horses. Fernando Alonso's resurgence last season was nothing short of spectacular. Can Aston Martin develop a race-winning car? If so, Alonso could spoil the party and steal wins from the frontrunners. Red Bull's internal battle. Perez versus Verstappen. Sergio Perez has struggled to match Verstappen's consistency, and with pressure mounting, will Red Bull replace him mid-season? If Red Bull makes a switch, who will they bring in? A young star like Yuki Tsunoda, or a surprise move for an experienced driver? The most anticipated season in years. Formula One is entering a golden era, a perfect blend of young talent, veteran champions, and unpredictable team dynamics. Whether it's rookies making their debut, Norris fighting Verstappen, Hamilton chasing history, or Ferrari seeking redemption, this season has everything an F1 fan could ask for. The championship is wide open, the rivalries are heating up, and the drama is about to unfold. The question is, who will rise and who will crumble under pressure? If you're hyped for the new F1 season, hit that like button, subscribe for all the latest updates, and let us know in the comments, who do you think will win this season's championship?